Hello and welcome back to Harry Shoots People. May. Maybe the greatest month in my photography career thus far? I don't know. I'll leave that until the end for you guys to decide. But we'll start the month off with my first gig, which was shooting Genwin and Sonny Mills at Factory Floor. Hey guys, so today we're going to go shoot another show. It's Sonny Mills and Genwin at Factory Floor tonight. So we're going to head over there in a little bit and sort of set up and everything. In terms of gear today, we are bringing, so we got the Contax G1 28mm Carl Zeiss flash unit TLA 140, Contax 139 quartz 50mm Zeiss. I can't actually find my flash unit for this, so I might be relying on this more than that, or at least just swap the flash unit over. That's just a 135 lens, just in case we go up on a balcony, and this we might take with us, just because it's almost finished, and it might produce some fun stuff. So yeah, that's the gear we're taking. Gotta go buy some film, because I've only got one roll of Kodak Gold. So yeah, let's go. Unfortunately, I'm not the biggest fan of these photos. I do like a few here and there, and I'm definitely getting more comfortable using flash, especially with the 135mm lens. It does come in useful every now and then, and also it pairs pretty nicely with the 50mm too, which is nice. I just think for the majority of these, my compositions could have definitely been better, but I've nailed the focus most times, and I was using the Contax TLA flash on my 139, which I've never done before, so I was happy for the photos to just be exposed properly. I think my favourite from this shoot would be this photo of Jen and Lewis. I really like the eye contact in this shot, and this slightly more blurry and a bit more abstract one of Sonny Mills performing. Another thing I got up to during the month of May was my first ever photo walk. It was a really cool experience to get to do, and I got to try out a new camera, which was also pretty cool. If you'd like to see the pictures from this and the full video, it's up on my channel now, so go watch it. Here. And just to let you guys know, the photos and some of my words from that Lomography photo walk are now available to view in an article on the Lomography website, so the link to that will be down below. And after I'd finished that photo walk, I headed down to shoot another gig. Hey guys, so today we're heading down to Factory Floor to go and shoot Jenna. She's supporting Girl in the Year Above, I believe. So yeah, that's tonight's mission and today's video, I guess. Pretty shattered, did the photo walk earlier today, so we've got a Red Bull and a banana for dinner, lunch. But yeah, we've got some Ultramax, we've got some gold and Kentner just in case we need to push it up to like 1600. But yeah, let's get down there now because we are slightly running late. Let's go. What's in my bag challenge going crazy. I think I prefer these photos, especially compared to the earlier ones. The stage setup was slightly different and it allowed for a bit more control in what kind of photos I wanted to take, and that led to slightly more interesting compositions, which I really like. Plus, the lighting was a lot nicer too, so I was able to get a lot more out of the Ultramax. I like the slight blur that's in a lot of these images. I feel like it gives them a lot of life and a bit more emotion to like showing how they're playing. And like I said, I enjoyed moving about the stage and seeing what kind of different compositions I could make, like this one, which I'm really happy with. This one's definitely my standout favourite from the roll. The lighting and shadows are a bit more low-key, and it just has a lot more emotion than a lot of the other pictures from the roll, and I just really like it. I think the composition's interesting too, and it's nice on the 50mm, getting a slightly wider view than you would normally take. So after Jen had finished, the headliners, which was Girl in the Year Above, started playing, and I swapped over to my Contax G1, which had some Provia in. There'll be a video about that soon, but at this exact moment my flash started to die, which was very inconvenient timing, but I persevered and just tried to make the photo look as good as possible. I'm also a really big fan of these images. I'm not going to go into them in too much detail here because there is a video coming out next week about that roll of Provia. So if that's something you'd like to see in the future, subscribe and it'll be out next week. Also during the month of May, I did a little video experimenting with making these blue contact sheets. So if that sounds interesting, you can go and check that out too. Obviously after you finish this video, and obviously after you go and finish the photo walk video too. Anyway, back to more photo shoots. Hey guys, so we're on our way to go and shoot the Quiz for Biz event in Sheffield tonight. I've got the usual Contax 139 and my G1 with me, shooting flash tonight. I've got a bunch of ultralights, a bunch of gold. So yeah, let's go see how it goes. And this was such a fun event to shoot. I ended up having some camera problems, which wasn't ideal. So something's just gone wrong in the camera. Not exactly sure what yet, but we're on 7 frames. So I've reloaded it and we're just going to wind it back, and reshoot the 7 frames on black to preserve them, and hopefully everything will be fine from then. So yeah, let's go. So I mostly shot on the G1 because it had the flash, and also the 28mm lens would have been really useful in capturing sort of all of the action and stuff that was happening, which was really useful. And yeah, when I got these pictures back, I was beyond happy with how they came out. I love so many of these photos. I think it provides such an interesting insight into the event and how the night went. There's some nice, more like professional atmospheric style like club shots, and some more like personal and intimate portraits of like patrons and performers alike. Like I said, I really enjoyed shooting this event, and I really enjoyed how the pictures came out. There's so many to choose from that are my favourites, but I think these are a definite standout few. And in the more quieter moments of May, I've tried to do a lot more work on my website and just keep that updated with fresh new work and kind of trying to display it in a more interesting way. So if you'd like to check that out, it's harryshootspeople.com. So yeah, check it out, please. Hey guys, so today we're heading down to Works to shoot Silva, Bumpa and OldBoy's free event with Save Our Scene. So that's going to be pretty cool. It's like a daytime event, it goes into a nighttime event. So yeah, let's head there now. Obviously got the Context G1, got Kodak Gold in it right now. But we've got some Pro Image and HP5 as well for later on. Let's go. And just before we departed for the event, I ended up taking this picture in Cal's studio, which I'm a massive fan of. I really love the lighting and the composition of the 3 different people in the frame. I just think it came out great. Also along the way, we passed this bee's nest and I had to take a picture, so shout out to Trevor Wisecup. Anyway, cut to Works. Now this was a really great day. It started off as a free event in the car park, so I was able to sort of walk around and take pictures of any sort of interesting people and interesting moments that I came across, which to be honest there was plenty of. I was really happy with just walking around and seeing what I could see and what would make for an interesting portrait. Also, I got to go up onto the truck itself and take pictures of some of the DJs performing, which I really like. I really like the composition of this particular shot. I feel like it's a much more personal and private insight into these moments, and it's just a really interesting, unique perspective to have and to get to see these moments. I thought it was just really worth photographing, and I kind of like the contrast too. It's sort of like just a really nice behind the scenes shot that I think could be quite interesting. And as well, I'm a really big fan of this photo too. It might seem pretty mundane, but I think that's exactly the point. It's something you wouldn't really look at twice, and yet it's just this viewpoint that you wouldn't really get to see. As I previously mentioned, it started off as a free event, but then later on turned into a ticketed after party thing, and that's when I really started to get into the groove of things. And these first two photos, I'm a really big fan of them. We were able to get in slightly early, and it's a mostly empty room, and these photos just have such a nice ambiguous sort of feeling to them. I really like how the colour came out. Yeah, the focus could have been a bit better, but the G1 isn't the best camera for low light situations. But I'm really happy with them nonetheless, and I really like the emptiness, especially contrasted with what you're about to see. And I feel like I'm really getting into the hang of using the G1. I feel like I'm really getting used to the autofocus, and especially when paired with flash, it's a great camera. Don't get me wrong, the low light capabilities aren't the best, so I did have to be very patient, especially when it was autofocusing, but I really think that patience paid off. I really like pretty much all of these photos from this second event. The flash with the 28mm, it captures everything so nicely, and because of the sync speed being 60th, you get a really nice freeze of motion in pretty much every frame. Apart from this one, which I deliberately shot without flash, but I still really like it. I'm a really big fan of all these photos from this event. I like the more raw feeling ones where with the heavy flash it just gives that sort of energy off, and they just feel a bit more my style than typical DJ photographs, which I also really like. And these are my personal favourites. And to finish off the month, I'm incredibly proud to say that I've hit maybe one of my lifetime goals with photography. My work's been included in ID magazine, which is just absolutely crazy to me. I'm incredibly fortunate that people want to see the kind of photos that I put out, just any photos that I put out. And it's a huge milestone for me as someone who's nearly entirely self-taught to have pictures, singular, but have a picture in ID magazine is just crazy to me. I still can't believe it. I'm so happy, and it's given me a massive boost of confidence and also a massive push to do more and to really take things to the next level. So there'll be a lot more videos coming out, there'll be a lot more photo shoots. And if you'd like to see that and try and find which picture's mine, I'll put the link in the description. I'd put it up here, but it's a bit long. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know which was your favourite of the photographs during the month of May in the comments. If you like this video, why not give it a like? And if you'd like to see more of my photography, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching.